The phrase red brick Gothic architecture stands for the rich, abundantly decorated churches and brightly coloured gable houses, for tight alleyways and old city walls. It has become a synonym for Hanseatic cities and the Hanseatic League, for the glorious past and the flair of the old towns of North Germany that were built in the Middle Ages. As a result, red brick Gothic architecture and Mecklenburg-Vorpommern have become inseparable. Along its rich coastline, a fascinating journey into the past is offered, this time into the history of World Heritage City Stralsund. When most people think of this particular style of architecture, cathedrals are usually what spring to mind. Huge houses built for the worship of God shape city skylines from Bremen to Tallinn. And yet behind that stands not only the wealth of churches, but also the silver and gold of merchant traders. The prosperity of red brick Gothic architecture has come to mean the prosperity of the Hanseatic League itself. There are not only sacred monuments, but also secular buildings endowed with ornate decoration. One of the most beautiful of these can be found here in Stralsund. Behind me stands the gable of the Stralsund Town Hall, which is one of the most decorative of all gabled houses and is super elevated above all other houses. As a result, it is one of the clearest signs for the city. Here is the communal palace of the people of Stralsund, it seems to say. From the plans and the architectural mastermind, this is an astounding invention because it merges all of the functions of town hall, marketplace, and cloth trading centre into one. Each purpose is unified under one roof in 4 underground wings in a particularly European manner. As a result of the shortage of natural stone, the rising Hanseatic League decided to build their towns from red brick, which soon became a status symbol as red brick could be produced locally. It was therefore possible to erect huge constructions, such as the Marienkirche in Rostock, whose incredibly complex structure, the Thronende Sankt Marien, is absolutely awe-inspiring. The oldest red brick architecture that we know about originated in Mesopotamia. This architectural knowledge and technology was then passed down from generation to generation over a period of 2,000 years. In this instance, it was taken up again, refined and modified, but it has nevertheless existed for an astoundingly long time. The red brick architecture of northern Germany does, however, have its own unchangeable style, an example of which is the Georgenkirche in Wismar. The unusual floor and room arrangement and vast transept are fascinating. Just like many other red brick buildings in North Germany, however, the church was severely damaged in the Second World War. Only with extreme engagement, expense and energy was it possible to reconstruct the splendour of the church after the reunification and restore its original lustre. Amongst others, these pearls of red brick Gothic architecture.
Ich kann jedem nur empfehlen, nach Mecklenburg-Vorpommern zu kommen.
I can only recommend a visit to Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. Obviously, a particular special mention would have to go to Stralsund, a World Heritage Site shaped by its red brick Gothic architecture, through which traces of the past can be discovered, both in sacred and profane form.
Die allesamt vom Backstein, von dem gebackenen Stein geprägt sind.
This masterpiece is part of the European route of red brick Gothic architecture. The local part of the tour runs from Schwerin to Rügen, where each of a total of 16 different places awaits guests willing to explore the zeitgeist of early centuries.